Hi everyone, it is time for the French entry of Eurovision, and before we get going, I should probably mention that I have heard this song like once or twice because I checked out the French songs for when they picked their entry for Eurovision, and I absolutely loved. I think it was called Allez leur dire or something by Sylvain. But unfortunately for me, that didn't win. I thought it would have been really cool to have it in Eurovision. It was so French, and the stage performance was just incredible. So much fun, so charming, such a great bouncy rhythm in the song. But we're instead gonna be listening to Roy by Bilal Hassani, and I remember it being pretty good, but I don't remember that much. So let's just get right into it. Okay, yeah. It's a really nice piano arrangement going on here. The opening is great, like this. Those are some very reverbed plucks right there. They kind of sound like a faucet leaking in a big echo. Great flow in the melody here. The strings come in, nice touch. It's a great flow in this. I think the percussive beat is kind of hip-hop inspired here. It's like having this breakbeat kind of vibe in it, very digital. And then we have these really echoed hits that kind of sound like this faucet again. It's quite a catchy rhythm in this melody right here. It's a pretty good attitude in it as well, so I'm liking that. And we're back down in the quite dramatic verse here. Maybe it could have been cool to actually keep up the beat here, like the percussion's still going, because we've already had a chorus. I like the piano arrangement of the verses, but maybe it's a bit too empty when you go back into only that. Perhaps. This is a good switch up. Chorus melody going along with a more laid-back instrumental without a constant beat in it. So it's okay, a nice little fill there building into the chorus. It's a nice flowing melody. It's pleasant to listen to. It has a lot of strengths in that sense, and this part is pretty catchy. Maybe this part could have benefited from a more explosive approach in the instrumental, like as if the drums would actually switch up here, more stepping away from this breakbeat hip-hop type of beat and actually going into something that has a little bit more energy in it. Because it seems like that B part of the chorus is the segment of the song that they really try to captivate the listener through. So maybe that could have been cool. Okay, we're at the end here. I'm sorry for just talking over the entire final chorus, but I mean, I have heard, I remember things about this song from before, and I remember the chorus is kind of being the same throughout. It's not really much of a change up in the instrumental side of things on this song, which is fine, I guess. But I just feel like there could have been a lot of it. It could have been such a dynamic song. Right now, it feels quite safe in most senses. They've structured the song in such a way that they've had the segments ready and they've just went with it. Except we're gonna have to exclude the second build-up where they switch up the instrumental approach in this sense. They remove the energetic feel, which I like. I like the dynamic that's being created in this part of the song, but just overall, I feel like the choruses could have been a bit more varied. There could have been some more explosive hits during the part that really tries to captivate the listener. it could have been more of an effective way to do so. Um, Also, I mean, it's quite pleasant when you have this with this the bridge that actually drops so much, that creates the dynamic that goes into the second chorus. But then if the second chorus could have had something other there's like something that separates it from the first chorus, that could have been an even greater dynamic, because you could have utilized the dynamic you created from the verse into the bridge that goes into the chorus, if the chorus had something refreshing, new, and interesting in it. I think that could have been a really pleasant way to actually introduce something different and just play around with something. Right now it feels like there hasn't been a lot of playing around with the song. They've had their concept, a pretty damn great concept, I should add. I'm really pleasant melodies. I think the piano arrangement is really solid. The instrumentation is pretty decent. I like it when they put in the strings throughout the parts. The percussion side of things is kind of monotone in a way. It's this hip hop inspired beat that has these breakbeat kind of hits, and it's not quite that interesting, I think, but it does its job there as just keeping up the rhythm. And they do change up the rhythms somewhat in throughout the song, but maybe not as much as I would have liked. There could have been a lot more variation going through this song than it is, and that would be the drawback for this one, I think. The strengths are surely, I mean, the vocal melody is pretty damn good. The piano arrangement is pretty great. And I think that it just has a way of kind of sticking to you with its melodies, and maybe with Bilal's presence here, because he seems to be quite the charismatic type of person. So I'm quite intrigued with it, but I think there has been some lost potential in this song. And no, I'm not bitter because my favorite didn't win. I just feel like this is something that I think of when I listen to the song, that there could have been done something additional into it. Just my side of things. What do you think of this song? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you maybe not like it? Whatever it is, you tell me in the comments. And other than that, have a good one. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.